Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make vegetarian sweet and sour soup. So the reason why I'm making this soup today is because I have been craving for it and it's pretty hard to find and buy tamarind with the natural flavor in Canada. So I have come to a few supermarkets and most of the tamarind products that I can find are made in Thailand, and some other products are powdered tamarind, so they are artificial. So for the natural, localized tamarind of Thailand, the taste is really weird. It is extremely sour and it's pretty hard to adjust the sourness level to make a proper bowl of soup. So the vegetarian soup I'm making today is actually my mother-in-law's recipe, and the first time she made it for me, I was like, wow, it tastes delicious. And it because it will not contain any tamarind in it, and the sourness will mainly come from pineapple. So the taste is how to put it in a way. The taste is really fascinating, not too sour. No, it's like it's slightly sour and beautiful in your mouth. So this is half of a pineapple. I'm going to remove the skin and then chop it into teeny tiny pieces. I don't have the tone to remove like the inner core of the pineapple, leaving the skin behind. So I just have to do it manually. So here comes the part where I hated it the most, to remove the eyes of the pineapple. Luckily, this knife is sharp enough. That's big, so some people in my country sometimes joke, once you are able to remove all of the eyes of the pineapple nicely, then you are qualified to get married, which sounds quite ridiculous to me. So I guess that the first part does look okay. Oh god. I'm gonna finish with this second half. Ta-da! So I have finished with removing all of the eyes of the pineapple. Probably one last. Oh, still 2 more tiny left here. Okay, so it looks nice enough. So I'm going to wash it and then chop it real nice. So I have just removed the core. Let's throw them away. And because my chop board is not big enough, so I'm gonna chop 2 pieces at the same time. Them, cut them whatever weight that you want to. So we are going to do the same for the other 2 pieces. Just chop them into smaller pieces, and then you try to chop them as small as you can. So the point of doing this is to get the juice out of the pineapple, and when you put it into the broth, into the water, then the taste is going to like equally mix or dissolve into the water. I have a bigger knife, but it's not sharp enough, so I'm just gonna go with this one. So I have finished chopping the pineapple into smaller pieces. Let's just remove some seed. Then you are going to add quite a lot of sugar to the pineapple. And then mix it up. Well, my mother-in-law told me that by adding sugar to the pineapple, it's gonna help with the extraction of the juice from the pineapple, and also we are creating the sweetness and sourness for the soup. So we are going to leave the combinations, the mixture, for about 1 hour. So I'm gonna continue preparing 3 other ingredients for my sweet and sour soup. The next one will be 3 tomatoes. You can use more if you want to, and tomatoes can help enhance the sourness of the soup. So I'm going to remove the seed, because I heard that tomato seed can be hard to digest. And then I'm gonna cut the tomatoes into smaller pieces. Here I have washed some bean sprouts. I bought this from B&T Food Center, and well, especially the bean sprout at B&T Food Center can be kept for a longer time without withering away. And finally, a big touch to the taste of the soup would be some cilantro. And also, one more thing about this is that cilantro or herbs in general at B&T Food Center are quite cheap in comparison with the herbs sold in other supermarkets. So now I'm gonna chop the cilantro. The smaller you can, you can chop them, the better. And because it will look a lot better on the surface of the soup after you scatter them into the pan. So, one sad fact about the herbs is that if you go to a Vietnamese market and you tell the vegetable lady that you want some ingredients for the sweet and sour soup, so they are going to give you these for free. But here in Canada, probably the same thing for America. You have to pay for these. With a really high price. Looking nice, huh? So one final ingredient which I don't have to prepare is the tofu. Okay. So for regular sweet and sour soup, Vietnamese people like to make it with fish. So for vegetarian, we use tofu. You can either use the fried tofu or the white one. I prefer this one because it's kind of smells in our mouth, and we don't have to use a lot of effort to chew it. Okay, so all of the ingredients are ready. Let's cook. Okay, so the first thing to remember with this soup is to pour in the amount of water, which is quite equal to the amount of pineapple that you have. You don't want to put in a lot of water because it will dilute the sourness and the sweetness. This is a little bit thick. I'm going to put in some more water. Now let's just wait for it to reach the boiling point. So let's put in the tomatoes. So now I'm going to adjust the taste because this is already sour and sweet. So we are going to add a little bit of salt in it with some seasoning powder. Some salt. And some fish sauce. Sorry, because of the echo. You can use the vegetarian fish sauce, but because I'm not an actual vegetarian person, so I'm just going to use the regular fish sauce. So the goal is sour, sweet, and salty at the same time. It's still quite sour. I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar. And some more fish sauce. And some chili. putting the tofu. Okay, I'm gonna let it boil for the last time and then turn off the stove, put in a bean sprout, and finally the herbs on the surface. Okay. Very nice, with a really good combination of color. Yellow from the pineapple, red from the tomato, white from the tofu and the bean sprout, and finally green of the herbs. My mother-in-law always loves scattering a lot of cilantro because she says the more the better. The smell is amazing. Thanks for watching my video. If you like the content, please press subscribe to support me. Thank you.